Consolidation of Industrial Psychology from 1900 1910. It is giving a powerful boost to psychology. Proposals were made, including ways to screen recruits such as Army Alpha test and Army Beta test. Identify signs of mental impairment and to assign select recruits to position in the military. Soldiers' motivation and mood. Psychology problems caused by physical disabilities and discipline were investigated. Agrarian economy by the capitalist industrial economy.
So the School of Social Behavior from 1920 to 1960 contributed scientific and technological advances which are still preserved today. Some of these scientific advances of this time were the lightning rod by Benjamin Franklin, printing machine by Friedrich Koenig, the first motorcycle by Daimler, and the first flight test with an aircraft by Wilhelm Kreis, among others. The Ford automobile factory was key to the second part of the Industrial Revolution, based on the cost of new technologies and the need arises to restore to banks and financial institutions. When World War II started, psychologists began to study the performance of evaluation, design of war teams, etc. It arises from the beginning of the 20th century between the Union of Time studies carried out by Frederick Winslow Taylor and that of movements by the married couple Frank and Lillian Gilbert in order to measure the movements of people and take the time to realization in order to develop efficient ways to work.
Hugo Monsterberg, 1913, applied his experimental methods, perception and attention problems. Frederick Taylor, 1911, analysis of position and text. Walter Neil Scott, 1993, interesting in the psychology of advertising. World War 1914-1918, mental ability test application, Army Alpha, Army Beta. John B. Watson, 1914-1920, pioneer of behavior stimulus response model of condition immune response applied to psychology of adversity.
Raymond Cattell in 1930 was a psychologist that began to arise into firms of consultancies. Cattell, together with Watson and D. Scott, founded the Psychological Corporation. APA arises in 1944. The APA opens Division 14 of Industrial Psychology, with which the scientific character of industrial psychology is recognized. Then it changed to the Division of Industrial and Organizational Psychology. After that, it is known as the Society for Industrial and Organizational Psychology in 1982. The current organizational psychology is oriented to promote the conditions that allow the individual and the group to achieve synergy, autonomy, self-control, creativity, and decision-making power, in the search for results derived from individual and collective effort, and thus create the appropriate climate to assume the commitment to perform quality work in a context of personal growth and development, leading to a higher quality of life. In the Colombian context, it all started when Mercedes Rodrigo arrived to Bogota in August of 1939. She was motivated by an invitation made 2 years ago by Agustín Nieto Caballero, the rector of the National University of Colombia, with the purpose of organizing psychotechnical services for selection of the students for careers such as medicine and law, who were going to enter the National University. Mercedes founded the section of psychotechnics at the National University, whose functions were basically the measurement and psychological evaluation.